Motorsports of KC, circle track, street, or drag strip, or if you want to go off-roading, they've got that special equipment you need to be faster, better looking, and safer. Located in Kansas City, Kansas at 6285 State Avenue, come on in and see Brad, Barry, or Bobby for that special speed or custom item. Motorsports of KC is glad to sponsor the Racer of the Week. Let's check with Mike Kraft and see who that racer for this week will be. The Motorsports of KC Racer of the Week is going to be 23-year-old Johnathan Cornell. Johnathan, man, you're a veteran already, man. You started out when you were 7 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd call it a veteran or not. You know, there's kids starting out there at 4 or 5 now, and we're racing with people that are, you know, 50, 60, and 70 years old, so hopefully we'll be racing as long as them, but it seems that we race with the best of them.
I'll say, my math is good. That's 16 years still, though. I mean, that's a career almost, but started out, like you say, racing, what, motocross, I guess? Yeah,
started motorcycles and moved into go-karts and moved up to the mini sprints, which are also racing tonight. Now I run these full-size sprint cars and doing pretty well at it.
Yeah. I was going to say, let's talk about the mini sprints a little bit. I was talking to one of your crew members here, and he said you won the nationals in the mini sprints?
Yeah, both. We got some national championships in go-karts and mini sprints. We've won quite a few races in the sprint cars, but the 360 nationals would definitely be one of the biggest that we could win right now. Yeah. Just keep plugging away. Came off a win last night, so hopefully we can carry that momentum into the next couple of weeks and get us some more.
I was going to say, that winning feeling, man, it'll take you a long ways, won't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we've had a lot of bad luck this year, and you know, for us to get a win last night, it was just like getting that monkey off the back. Yeah. But you just keep going at it, and there's a lot of fast guys, so even when you run second or third, fourth or fifth, you know, that's still an accomplishment in this sport.
Yeah. Also, last year finished second in the points up at Knoxville for the 360s up there. Man, that's something right there too. I mean, they draw a pretty good field of cars up there all the time, don't they, in the 360 class?
It's one of the best places to run, and I think it was a couple years ago when we did that. Ended up getting Rookie of the Year and had the most feature wins in the 360 up there that year too, which was 3. But it's to get a win up there, man. It's a great feeling, and to get a win anywhere for that matter, it's a great feeling. But just keep going away and you know, try to get this Kiowa Line Builders VKCC Motorsports number 28 Victory Lane more often.
Okay, let's kind of brings us up to the present. We're talking about ASCS now, and you've been running with them now. I think the majority of this year in the Warrior region, which is what they're doing here tonight. Once again, man, a lot of competition stepping up into that field with those guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, last night we had quite a few cars, and tonight we have close to 30. And everywhere you go, you know, there's always stiff competition, and just like I mentioned earlier, if you can run 4th or 5th with these guys, that's definitely an accomplishment. But it's a tough series, and it's nice to see an ASCS series around in this area. It brings a little bit more to the sport and gets that competition level up a lot higher.
As far as open wheel category, boy, the 360 Sprints has got to be one of the fastest growing racing series, I think, in the United States. I think it used to be like B mods or A mods or something like that, but 360s just about have taken over from the 410s. I don't think you see near as many 410s anymore.
Well, I mean, the cost of everything too, it plays a big role. You know, money is a big factor in this sport today, and the 360s, not saying they're cheap or anything, because they're not. They're definitely not cheap to run. They're just fun, exciting, and people enjoy doing it, and I think that's why they dump more money into the 360 program than they do anything else.
Yeah. Now, clarify something for me. I was looking at the car a while ago. You are allowed to run aluminum heads in ASCS.
Yeah, that's correct? Well, there's a stock head that Brodix makes, so everybody in the ASCS circuit has to run those, and there's certain rules and regulations you have to attain whenever you're working on these engines, and they'll check the cars after the race, make sure no one's illegal, and try to keep a close eye on everybody to make sure they're following the rules.
Okay. Brings us down here to XX Speedway here tonight. I think this is kind of one of your haunts down here, isn't it? I mean, you've run here quite a bit, have you not?
Yeah, we have, and a couple of years ago we won the points down here. And it's a tough place to run, but it's so much fun. It's real tight, boring, and when you get a lot of cars on here, it makes it real tough. But you just have to stay up on the wheel and just go at it. You know, because if you take your eyes off the track for 1 second, someone's going to get by you.
Yeah. As far as the weather goes, we've kind of had a little relief. We're finally getting away from the 100-degree days, and I think it's 95 or something still today.
I don't know about that. I mean, in the driving season, it's still about 200 every week, so I try to get used to it. Just drink a lot of water, stay hydrated, and try to put a good show on for the fans that way.
What's that going to do to the track? Like I say, you've raced here many times and probably on days like this before.
Yeah.
I know probably in the heat race now, what are you going to expect? Still going to be just a little gooey?
Yeah, it's going to be a little slimy. I think they got quite a bit of water on it to start the night off, but it's real hard underneath. And we're going to see the feature like real dusty in the feature. I mean, the sun's played a huge role on all these racetracks around the Midwest, and this time of year you can't expect anything different either. It's just so hot, no water. They pack the track real hard and ends up getting super slick and even taking rubber at some places. So.
One of the things that you've got to contend with, though, in this 360 sprint class, like you say, it is the Midwest, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Johnathan, like I say, you're going to be Racer of the Week this week, and we're going to have a couple cameras going around with you, hopefully in the heat race, and the one looking forward don't get too muddy. And what we're going to do is we'll watch you and check in with you after the heat race and see what you and the crew are going to decide on for the A main. And all I can say for right now is have fun, man.
Yeah, pass some cars. That's what we need to do. Thanks.
Got Dad John here. John, I noticed you guys making a tire change there just a while ago before Johnathan goes out. Somebody make a decision about something wrong there?
No, John's making a decision. Track's starting to slick off a little bit, so he's going to put a little stagger out, tighten the car up a little.
Yeah. I was going to say, I guess that's an everyday thing in sprint car racing. I mean,
yeah.
It's continually trying to keep up with the track.
I'm not saying he may not get up there and decide he wants to change again.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is we'll see how it works out here in the heat race. Looks like he's getting ready to go out here pretty quick.
Hopefully it'd be good.
Yeah, all right.
Need to get a lot of passing points.
Yeah. Johnathan, you've been up on top of the hauler up there watching that first heat. What do you think coming up on your heat race here? How's the track going to do?
Well, these sprint cars always blow the track off real good, and there's one more heat before we go out there, so it's going to be tough to say how dry it's actually going to get. Top looks like it's holding up pretty good. Problem is we're starting third row, so we're going to have to run top, bottom, middle, anywhere we can, just try to get some passing points and make it into the A main. Kind of got a little bit of a game plan, but the other cars out there never seems to work that way. You know, you can't read their mind and figure out where they're going to go. So we got the car pretty good, I think, and should be able to drive it anywhere we want. We just need to make passes happen.
Go where they are.
Exactly, that's the key.
All right, go out there and get them, man.
Thank you.
16 in passing points, advance on to the A main. Top 4 out of the B will make up the rear of the field in the A later this evening. Looking for the green this time by.
still watching the weather?
Yeah. I don't think it's changed, but
The sun went down, that's about it.
Yeah. What are you trying to keep up with? Humidity or?
they call it the ADR. The thing takes into effect the humidity, temperature, barometric pressure.
And if it changes, what do you change?
The fueling on the car is what we're changing.
Fueling?
Yeah. Fuel size, jet size.
Ah, okay.
If that ADR number changes, then we go up or down.
6-lap dash. Looking for the green this time around.
Well, Jonathan, man, that there little dash was kind of fun to watch. Jumped out front and away you went.
Yeah, I mean, it always helps whenever you start on the first row or first place for that matter. 6 laps, that's kind of where you have to be. You got to be up front on a track like this. I just stayed on the bottom in one of the corners, and I guess the guy behind me was getting a pretty good run on the high side, but I don't know, we'll just see what the track's like for the 25-lap A main and hold on to it and see what we can do.
Yeah. See, you're changing some rubber, looks like both left and right.
Yeah, we're going to try to get some different measurements of tires, change the stagger a little bit. I think it's going to start slicking it off more than it already has, so starting up front, we should be all right. We just want to make sure that we're good at the end of the race so no one can get by us.
Okay, Jonathan, appreciate you being the Racer of the Week for this week, and don't forget to get that $50 gift certificate toward a $100 purchase. Call them boys up. They'll be more than glad to help you over there at Motorsports KC. Go out there and have some fun, and hey, let's talk in the winner's circle. What do you say?
Yeah, let's do that. Thanks for having me, guys.
Mark Shershkin sets the pace in car number 3. Johnathan Cornell second in the 28. Randy Martin third in the 14. Adam Jones fourth in the 1A. Kyle Bellum fifth in the 86. 14 down, 11 to go. Looking for the green this time by.
place finisher, Johnathan Cornell. Johnathan, man, you got the lead there on that nice move down on the inside to get under Shershkin, but kind of gave it back.
Yeah, it was my fault. I mean, our crew had the car really good for us tonight, and we started on the pole, and I thought we'd be the guy to beat, but Shershkin got out front and took the lead, and he was real fast tonight and had the car working good, so I just was being patient and got close and waited for a restart, and that's what we were just talking about. Slid him, got the lead, thought things were going to happen for us, but just drove it in a little too hard, got impatient, jumped the cushion, and he went back around us, and we had to follow him after that.
At one point there, old Randy Martin was kind of giving you a pretty strong challenge too. I was kind of thinking, oh man, he may fall back to third here.
Yeah, this is his grassroots. You know, he lives in this town too and raced here his whole life pretty much, and he's always fast here. And when I seen his nose, I tried running a little bit different line and concentrated more on keeping him behind us than I did whenever. You know, rather than me trying to get Shershkin, which, you know, things like that happen. When Shershkin's out front like that, you got to race the guy that's trying to race you too, and unfortunately, just it didn't happen with the first place car.
He had a heck of a lead there when you and Randy were racing each other for second and third spot. But folks, once again, second place finisher here tonight for the Clydewood Memorial Race at Double X Speedway. Johnathan Cornell. Johnathan, almost.
Yeah, maybe next time. Yeah.